Hi gang, this is Troy. Welcome back to Restaurant Rewind. Today we take a closer look at Hot and Now, a chain that once boasted around 150 locations. This week's episode has been brought to you by Chef Burger Beast Gonzalez. Be sure to schedule a trip this year to see the Burger Museum by Burger Beast in Miami, Florida. The link is in the description. Chef has all kinds of way cool artifacts from some of your favorite chains like Burger King, Burger Chef, Dog and Suds. The list literally goes on and on. And because I know you all love restaurant history, stick around to the end of this video to see how you can get a copy of Chef's new book, All About the Burger, autographed by Burger Beast himself for free. So stick around. Let's get to it. Here are 6 things that you want to know about Hot and Now. Number 1. Hot and Now was the result of many other successful restaurant ventures. William Van Domelen worked as a busboy at a few restaurants in downtown Grand Rapids, Michigan. Developing a knack for restaurant work, young Bill entered the restaurant business in 1960 when he opened his first restaurant, a Burger Chef on Douglas and Lake Streets in Kalamazoo. It was a bit rocky at first, but after that first year it ended up doing so well, he later opened a second Burger Chef location. Be sure to check out what happened to Burger Chef after this video. Bill later opened a Dunkin' Donuts, followed by Michigan's first 2 Wendy's locations. Having been very successful, Bill Van Domelen decided to develop his own brand, and so he did. Number 2. The vision for Hot Now was based on Kiss. Okay, I'm kidding. Gene Simmons had nothing to do with Hot and Now, as far as I know. But Bill's new business model was based off the KISS principle. Keep it simple, stupid. Only when they placed advertisements for management, they left off the stupid part, probably because most people unconsciously avoid employers that call them stupid. Just saying. Bill was smart enough to know that. The idea really was simple. A drive-through burger concept with low overhead, low prices, and fast service. And so Hot and Now was born in 1984 under this model in Kalamazoo, Michigan. It was expected that orders would be filled within 30 seconds, and most meals could be had at about $1.20, which was still very inexpensive for 1984. This unbelievably quick service meant customers could get their Hot and Now order hot and now. You see what I did there? Number 3. Bill Van Domelen's greatest passion was philanthropy. Bill had a strong desire to pour himself into other people. As a devoted husband and father of 4, his family was a top priority, something you don't often see in an extremely driven entrepreneur. When building a business, often entrepreneurs are so focused on building that business that sometimes the family takes a back seat. This wasn't the case with the Van Domelen family. The business was a family affair, and although it kept them all very busy, they still made time for family vacations and staying active in their church. In 1990, Hot Now had done pretty well over the 6-year run, but it was time for what would be a major change. Bill Van Domelen sold the Hot Now chain to Taco Bell, which at the time was a subsidiary of PepsiCo, so he could focus his time and energy on philanthropy. Shortly after the sale, Bill and his wife Julia started the Bill and Julia Van Domelen Foundation, which has now raised millions and millions of dollars to help provide improved housing, health care, and education to those in need. Number 4. We were purchased by Pepsi. Yay! I think most people would agree that building a business from scratch and then selling it to PepsiCo for a hefty sum would sound pretty attractive. Van Domelen thought so. I felt quite sure that they were going to take it and run. I figured they'd probably have 4,000 to 5,000 stores. Don Pierce had been placed by PepsiCo to take the Hot and Now chain to new heights, and apparently it worked. At the time of the sale, there were 77 units, which is nothing to sneeze at. Not sure why that would make you sneeze anyway. Kind of weird. But he was able to almost double that number at nearly 150 units. Franchisees seemed pretty excited too. Franchisee Richard Lohr said, The deal could mean a stronger marketing strategy because of PepsiCo's established presence in the food service industry. I think it's going to be great. I'd hate to be one of those other hamburger chains right now. Hot Now projected that it would have 400 stores nationally by 1993. Number 5. We were purchased by Pepsi. Crap. The growth that was realized under Don Pierce's leadership was strong, but then he got hired away to lead Arby's, an event that seemed to uncover PepsiCo's true motives. One interesting tidbit: when PepsiCo first purchased Hot Now via Taco Bell, they provided a lot of burger chains with Pepsi products. In-N-Out Burger in California took note of the sale and said, so are you gonna put a competing burger restaurant in our market? PepsiCo said something like, no, we would never do something so crazy as to put a burger place next to your burger place and ruin our fantastic business relationship. So things moved forward, and Pepsi put $200 million into the Hot Now chain and expanded its reach. And apparently at some point forgot what they promised In-N-Out, putting Hot Now restaurants in the same vicinity as In-N-Out. In-N-Out said, oh no you didn't, and retaliated by switching their restaurants from Pepsi to Coke. Boom. Mic drop. Taco Bell began to treat Hot Now as a bunch of test restaurants, something they sort of hinted at when they purchased the chain in 1990, but nobody really picked up on it. When Don Pierce left in 1993, franchisees began to get nervous and angry about the lack of support they were receiving and the direction the company was going with all of its goofy campaigns and menu items. Remember franchisee Richard Lower, who was initially very optimistic about the PepsiCo purchase? He closed 6 of his locations due to what he says was a lack of support. He soon sued PepsiCo, Taco Bell, and Hot Now for $100 million, but ultimately lost. After almost 80 stores closed in 1994, Lower said, they're not going to reopen those stores. They're history. Hot Now is history. They can share all the little stories that they want to in the annual report, but this has turned into a nightmare. Ben Donlin had something to say about the state of his creation. They changed the concept. The menu is more complicated and the service is definitely slower. With Don Pierce, they drove the sales up even higher, but when Don left, it's like the wheels started to come off. The franchisees would call me, but I'd have to say I didn't know what was going on. All I knew is that the changes were counterproductive. Ultimately, PepsiCo Taco Bell sold off Hot Now in April 1997 to Connecticut investor Ron Davis. At that time, there were 69 stores left in Wisconsin, Michigan, and northern Indiana. Things improved for a while as Davis cranked things up in 1998 with new store design. Things looked to be better for a short time, but turned downward again with more stores closing. Hot Now filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in January 2004. In June 2005, Minneapolis-based StenCorp's Burger Time Acquisition Corp. Bought Hot Now for $175,000. At that time, the franchise locations numbered just 14, all in Michigan. Number 6. There is still one Hot Now location left. So as of this recording, there is one sole lonely location at 609 South Centerville Road in Sturgis, Michigan. If you miss Hot Now or missed your chance to eat at one, now's your chance to plan a trip. You can try a double deluxe olive burger, which is a Michigan staple. According to the Lansing State Journal, BT&D LLC currently owns the Hot Now trademark and renewed it in 2016. I did a quick search for BT&D and I found it runs a small chain of Burger Time restaurants, which are quite similar to the Hot Now brand. As always, I've included links to several resources, so go check those out. Have friends who liked Hot Now? Please share this video. Oh, and to get an autographed copy of All About the Burger by my good friend, the Burger Beast, absolutely free, leave me a comment below, beginning with the word Beast, along with what you want to see next, or any fond experiences with Hot Now. I will draw a winner 1 week from today, and mail out a free autographed copy of All About the Burger. Love you guys. Thanks for your support, and thanks for watching Restaurant Rewind.